In this example, we're going to be helping Heather figure out how much she would have to pay monthly if she wanted to borrow $190,000 over a 30-year period with a 6.4 APR interest rate to buy a house. So to start this problem off, we already have our formula. So we need to write down what we have from the problem. And we know that our principal or our starting amount for the loan is $190,000. That's how much she has to borrow. Her time for the loan is going to be 30 years, and her rate is going to be 6.4%. And since we're using a rate here, remember that we need it as a decimal, not a percentage. So we're going to decimal hop 2 places to the left, which is going to give us 0.064. Now that we have everything set up, we're going to plug all of our knowns into our equation. And what we don't know is we don't know the M. We don't know what our monthly payment's going to be. So plugging it in, we have our 190,000. Our rate, making sure we use the decimal, not the percent, divided by 12. 1 plus our rate again, divided by 12 again. And that's going to be to the 12 times t, which is 30 power. And then in our denominator, we're going to do 1 plus our rate, divided by 12, to the power of 12 times our time again of 30. And don't forget about that minus 1 down on the bottom there. And now I'm going to show you how to plug this into the Scientific Desmos calculator to solve it. But of course, you're welcome to use a yellow graphing calculator if you're in class. Just remember that when you plug this all in, you can either plug in the whole top first, then the whole bottom, and then divide your two answers. Or if you're going to plug it all in at once, make sure you put the entire numerator, the entire top in parentheses, and the entire bottom or denominator, including the minus 1 in parentheses as well. If you've never used Desmos before to do calculations, down in the bottom left corner, there's a scientific calculator. Go ahead and click on that. This brings up a calculator very similar to the ones we use in class. So I'm going to do all of my computation all at once. So I'm going to start with a parenthesis for my numerator, the 190,000. I'm going to do another parenthesis now. And then notice here that we have a division button that we can use. That's really helpful to keep us organized. Where I'm going to put in 0.064 divided by 12. I'm going to close my parenthesis. Then I need a second parenthesis for 1 plus another fraction of 0.064 divided by 12. Close that parenthesis. And now we want that and just that part to be to the power of 12 times 30. So using my exponent key here, to the power, was my exponent key, that changed it to a 2. So let's use the exponent key over here, to the power 12 times 30. And that's my whole numerator. So now I'm going to close my set of parentheses for the numerator there. Then I'm going to be dividing, so divide. And now I want my denominator. Notice it made a nice little fraction bar for me. Parentheses 1 plus another fraction. So 0.064 divided by 12. And then this one again is to the power of 12 times 30. And then don't forget about the minus 1 hanging out on the outside there. Notice it gives me my calculation right here along the side. I can see it's all plugged in correctly with parentheses and everything. And now I know that my answer is $1,188.46. So looking at this problem, what it means is that this person, if they take out a $190,000 loan for 30 years at a 6.4% interest, they're going to have to pay $1,188.46 per month for their mortgage.